it seems wide open right now because obviously Anderson just fought. There's no true number one contender. So what are you doing? I mean, other than coming on and doing interviews like this and talking to other press, I mean, is your agent blowing up the UFC? Are you trying to talk to Dana White? What are you doing behind the scenes to get this title shot?
Well, I called out Anderson Silva on Twitter, respectively. I'll be the first one to tell you that I'm a big fan of Anderson's. I think he's, the best fighter in the history of MMA. I asked him, to fight me basically on Twitter, but, respectively. And so I did that. My managers talked to like Joe Silva and them, and supposedly they actually really want me to fight Anderson. The question is, will Anderson fight me? I think that's what it's coming down to. When is Anderson going to be ready to fight again? That whole thing. Anderson Silva is making so much money in Brazil right now. It's like he's chilling. He's making so much money outside the ring where I don't know if he's so jumpy to jump in there with a guy who's young, hungry, who's a bad matchup for him on paper, like me, whose name is not, a Chael Sonnen at this point, So I understand all these things that are going on, but hopefully the UFC just makes him fight me, and hopefully soon because I just want to get in there.
So you think that you're number one as far as the UFC goes? Because my impression was that if Hector Lombard wins impressively on Saturday, that they want to sort of get that over with because he has the long winning streak and all that. But you think it's the opposite?
No, I agree. I agree with you too. I could see that, and I wouldn't be upset. He's older. I think, they're paying him probably bigger money than me. I understand, like, from a promotional standpoint, why that would make sense. They just got him out of Bellator. He's on this huge streak. But I don't know. I just think I'm the best fight for Anderson. I think I have the best chance of beating him. I don't know if that's in the best interest of the UFC or not, but that's my opinion.
And perhaps that's why Anderson Silva may not want to fight you, right?
Yeah, what are you doing here?
What?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that you are. What's going on?
I love it. I love it.
I'm trying to say that I think that you have the best shot. I'll say right here on the record. I think of all the middleweights right now, you have the best shot at beating Anderson Silva. Given Anderson Silva's place in the sport in his past, I can see a scenario where he's like, no, I don't want to fight this guy. But at the end of the day, he didn't want to fight Chael. He didn't want to fight Chael in Las Vegas to boot. And look, he fought him. So at the end of the day, the UFC calls the shots.
Yeah, that's true.
Last thing, before we let you go, Chris, you have the forum here. There are millions and millions of people listening. Trust me, I've looked at the numbers. Why should you fight Anderson Silva? Why do you deserve this shot over Alan Belcher, Hector Lombard, Brian Stann, Michael Bisping? Why are you the guy?
Well, I think I've won 5 straight fights in a row in the UFC. I'm undefeated. I'm young. Every single time I've had a full training camp, I finished the fight. This is the first one that's got out of the first round. I beat 2 top five guys in a row. And I think I'm a stylistic nightmare for Anderson Silva. And I'm not going in. I'm not like a lot of these guys. I've seen them go on record basically saying I would just love a shot at Anderson Silva to see how I'd do. I'm not in here just to be able to share the cage with Anderson Silva. That's not my goal at all. I'd be far from content with that. I'm going in there to beat Anderson Silva and to finish Anderson Silva. And I'm not saying that out of the side of my mouth either. I'm being completely truthful. If I get a fight with Anderson Silva, I'm going in there to finish him. And if I was just to win against Anderson Silva, I wouldn't even be satisfied. I need to go in there and finish him.
What?
And that's the truth. I might be out of my mind, but I really believe that.